1964, Peter Benchley released a novel called Jaws. Until in 1975, Steven Spielberg released a movie called Jaws. I've watched the movie, and today we'll be taking a look at a review of Jaws. Jaws, it's an instant classic about a killer great white shark that terrorized audiences in 1975, directed by, of course, Steven Spielberg. About a missing girl that goes swimming one night until she drowns and gets killed by, of course, as everyone knows, Bruce the Shark. It's also up to a beach that gets closed every time, and everyone disappearing because of the shark in the water. So our three heroes are going to hunt to kill it, with Chief Brody, played by Roy Scheider. Then there's Matt Hooper, played by Richard Dreyfuss. And then there's Quint, played by Robert Shorin. As these three go on an adventure on a boat called the Orca to kill a shark and win money mostly. And so they explore on an adventure trapped in the ocean with a killer great white man-eating shark about to kill them. And yes, as you can tell, it's mostly a horror mystery film. So yeah, Jaws is a really, really cool film. It's not entirely my fate. Now, I know I like the first Jaws, but I just don't I'm not a huge fan of the Jaws franchise. But if I had to pick the best one, it would definitely have to be the first movie. But yeah. By the way, in filming, they used a great white shark, a animatronic, to use parts for scenes in the film. So of course, if you haven't seen Jaws, then you should check it out because it's a cinema classic. You probably recognize the line, "We're going to need a bigger boat," which is the famous line in cinema history. So Jaws has to be one great piece to cinema. By the way, the Jaws novel even was the best-selling book of 1975 due to the film as well. So yeah, and just over all the story and all the things in the film, it's just really cool, and even the lines. Now, well, you probably know Back to the Future Part 2, another Spielberg film, introduced Jaws 3D, which was basically for a joke. But anyway, so Jaws is part of cinema, and I definitely think it is worth checking out. Even though if you haven't seen it, you definitely should check it out. If you're a fan of sharks, which some people are fans of sharks for some odd reason, then yeah, you can definitely check this movie out. I mean, it's a cinema classic and it's really enjoyable, but please don't watch the sequels. Peter Benchley's book, it also is different towards the film, as you can tell. But yeah, is it just me, or is Peter Benchley's Jaws novel have different covers? I don't know if you can tell, if you can see on these covers, it's pretty different to each other, and it's the same story, but yeah. So yeah, that was basically Jaws. If you really want to watch Jaws, then I highly recommend it. I'm not too sure if it's on Netflix or not. It might be. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you're a fan, if you're a fan of Jaws, watch the film. And if you're a big reader, check out the Jaws novel. See you next time.